Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, grade 6 students. How are you? I hope you must all be fine and healthy. As you know, we did on Monday, we did a lesson of true friends and we did comprehension of true friends, and we've almost finished it. Now we are going to do another topic, that is elements of fable of the same unit. This is your lesson number 2, and I say you welcome to the online session of Sofa Intellectual School. Before the start, as usual, I will quote something from a very popular personality that is called Walt Disney. Walt Disney was a man of vision, and his full name was Walter Elias Disney, and he was born in December 1901 in Chicago. And he was American motion picture and television producer and a showman. And all the animated cartoons you watch now, like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and all other Pixar movies, these are all actually founded by Walt Disney. So Walt Disney once said something which is very inspiring, and today's quote of the day, which I'm quoting for you: all your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. Dreaming big is not wrong, it is not a problem. If you want to dream big, if you want to see something, you want to dream something for yourself which is very big, which is unbelievable, which is impossible, you can think about it. But the only thing that can make them true is that when you pursue them, when you go, you chase behind them. Chasing your dream is an important thing. If you dream something, be courageous to chase it, to give it a go, give it a life. And how can you give it a life to your dream? Is that you have to work hard. Always, when you work hard, when you are very ambitious, when you are very courageous, even impossible dreams can come true. And this is what Walt uh, Disney's whole life is about. Because you know what a big Walt Disney, uh, you know, uh, it's a Walt Disney Park and Walt Disney Studio. That is all a kind of a dream that comes true. And how did it come? Because he was very persuasive about his dreams. He was very courageous. He was consistent. So you have to be very consistent. You have to be very courageous, and you have to be very strong and most of all determined to get your dreams. And you have to work hard for that. This is the quote of the day. I hope you will understand it and you will apply it in your lives. The objectives of today's lesson are to learn what is fable, number 1, and we have to learn the elements of fable today. Before starting our lesson, I want you to review your chapter which we've studied, True Friends. I have a video. You can watch the video and enjoy it while watching, or you can open your book and watch the video and read with it, because the video is all about the chapter, so it is very easy for you to understand it. It will give you a revision, a kind of a revision of all the story that we have already read. Okay, so I'm playing the video for you. Just you open your book and read with it, or you can enjoy the video and watch it. Okay, it's up to you. True friends. Once there were 3 friends, a turtle, a crow, and a little mouse. They lived near a forest and grew up together. They used to gather every morning near the lake in a cool, shady place to spend time together, sharing jokes and discussing problems with each other. Their friendship grew stronger with the passage of time. One day, when they gathered around the lake and were busy talking, They saw a deer running for life. He came near them and fell on the ground out of exhaustion. The turtle took some water from the lake and sprinkled onto him. After a few minutes, the deer regained consciousness and told them that he was running to save himself from a hunter. The crow flew above the trees immediately and checked whether the hunter was coming or not. He returned and assured the deer that the hunter had gone away. The deer thanked them a lot for their help. From that day on, the deer also became their good friend. They would spend their time happily together. However, one morning the deer did not reach the lake. They became worried for the deer. The crow flew through the forest looking for the deer. He found that the deer was caught in a hunter's net. He told the deer not to be afraid and promised to return soon with other friends to save his life. He flew back to his friends quickly and explained the whole story. They got upset too. "We can't let them die alone. Let's go and help him," said the turtle. "We should think of some way to help him." Then they planned an idea to set him free. The crow carried the mouse on his back and took him to the spot. There they found the helpless deer caught in the net. The mouse started to nibble the nut slowly and steadily. The turtle also reached there. The deer thought to himself, "What wonderful friends I have! All of them have come to help me in my difficult time." Soon the deer was free of the trap. The crow, who was hovering over a tree, alerted everyone that the hunter was approaching towards them. The mouse rushed into a hole. The deer got up and ran away speedily. Only the poor turtle was left behind. He could not find any safe place to hide. When the hunter arrived, he was surprised to see his torn net. He became annoyed and noticed the turtle. Then he picked up the turtle, tied him on his bow, and disappeared into the forest. The three friends came out from their hiding places when the hunter had left that place. They became sad for their dear friend. They thought of another plan to get the turtle back. A wonderful idea struck the deer's mind. As the hunter was walking along the lake, he caught sight of a dead deer lying on his way. He put the turtle down. He thought that it might be a lucky day for him, and he would catch a deer. He moved towards the deer. When he came close to the deer, the crow caught, and to the hunter's surprise, the deer got up and ran away. The hunter could not believe his eyes. He turned around and saw that the turtle was no longer there. The mouse had cut the strings while the hunter had gone towards the deer, and the turtle disappeared into the waves of the lake. The helpless hunter was left crying with no catch. The friends thanked each other for being always there. They were happy about their safe escape and promised never to leave each other. They realized that true friends are a great treasure. So, you have revised all the story, and now you know that what was the true the friends about. Now, the story that you have just revised is called a fable. Why it is called a fable, and what is a fable that we will study? A fable is an imaginary story of animals conveying a moral lesson. Means it's a kind of a story, but this story has animals, the first thing, and the other thing is it has a moral lesson. Just like true friends, it has a moral lesson. What was it? It was that true friends are great treasure. True friends are treasure, and especially a friend in need is a friend indeed. So this was the moral lesson of a true friend. Just like that, when there is a story of animals and it has some moral lesson, it is called a fable. Okay, we have different examples of fables like the mouse and the lion, where the mouse, then the lion spares the life of the mouse, and in return, the mouse helps the lion to get rid of the hunter. It was so just like that as you have studied. Then the hare and the tortoise, in which the hare thinks that he's very fast and he sleeps during the race, and the tortoise wins. So slows and steady wins the race is the moral of this story. Just like that, the ant and the cricket is the same. The ant actually advises cricket not to sleep and do something for your future, but he was so ignorant that he wanted to play only and hop around only, and didn't want to collect food for the winter. And in the winter, he actually starves and then come back to the ant. So all these stories have a kind of a moral, and all these stories are of animals, so they are called fable. Now we have to study a new concept, that is elements of fable. What are elements of fable? Look, the elements of fable are whenever there's a story, it has characters, it has settings, it has plot. So for the elements of fable, we have these parts, we have these elements, uh, like character. What characters are like the characters are the people and animals around those were in the story. So in our case, in case of true friends, there were like the turtle, the mouse, the deer, the hunter. All these are the characters. Then setting, it is where the action in the story takes place. Setting means where actually the story is happening. In the true friend case, it was in the forest and the lake. Then plot. Plot, it is a theme of the story around which events are planned. It has three parts: beginning, middle, and ending. So, in the theme of the story around which events are planned, like what was the theme of this story? Like beginning, middle, and ending. In the beginning, they were friends, and the deer was caught only. But then in the middle, what happened? They had to go to free the deer, and then in the end, they got rid of the hunter, and they also helped the turtle. So this is kind of a plot, or a theme of the story was basically to help the friends. Okay, then the main theme of the underlying message, what author wants to convey, the theme of the story, this underlying message the author wants to convey. In this true friend story as well, there is a message. Then conflict. Every fable has a problem that makes the character work hard and get it solved. And resolution, it is a resolution of the conflict. So problem and solution, these are the two things that is called conflict and resolution. Now we are going to study the elements of fable of this true friends. Okay. The first element was characters. We have already discussed the mouse, the turtle, the crow, the deer, and the hunter are the characters of this fable. Then setting. The setting of the fable is forest and lake. Where was the story actually happening? It was in the forest and near the lake. So it is the setting. Then what is the elements of fable? The elements of fable are basically the plot of the next element of fable is plot. This fable is about four friends, okay? The mouse, the crow, the deer, and the turtle, who live in the forest and are best friends. So they are best friends and they live in the forest. Then one day, one of their friends, the deer, is caught by the hunter, so they all help him. While helping the deer, the turtle is caught by the hunter. They help the deer. The deer got out of the hunter's trap, but the turtle caught by the hunter. In the end, they make an excellent plan and save the turtle from the hunter's trap. So this is all the plot. Okay, this is the plot of the fable. Next, elements of fable is theme. The theme of the fable is that whenever our friend is in trouble, we should do whatever it takes to help him. The author wants to say to you that you should be helpful to your friends whenever they are in need. You should go and help them, and do not sit back just because you can't help them, or you can't take enough trouble for them. Don't do that. If you're doing this, it means you're not a good friend. So a good friend is always the one who actually helps his friends in trouble. So that is the theme of this fable. What was the conflict? The deer and the turtle are caught by the hunter, and each time the friends make a plan to free them. The whole time, first in the beginning of the story, the deer was caught, and they made a plan and helped him. Then, in the middle of the story, the turtle was caught. And then they once again make a plan and free the turtle. So this is basically was the conflict. This was the conflict, that the problem was the hunter was a real problem for them. Each time he actually catches one animal, and then he catches another one. So with that problem, they had to resolve the problem. And what was the resolution of that? They succeeded in their effort to free the deer and the turtle. They made a plan, a very solid and excellent plan, and both the time they were able to free the animal. The moral of the story is true friends are real treasure. So, all about all the elements of fable are covered now for the true friends. So, now we can see that the true friend is actually a fable, and these are the elements of fable that we have discussed. I will revise them for you once again. Characters: the mouse, the turtle, the crow, the deer, the hunter. Setting: the setting of the fable is forest and lake. Plot: this fable is about four friends: the mouse, the crow, the deer, and the turtle, who live in the forest and are best friends. One day, one of their friends, the deer, is caught by a hunter, so they all help him. While helping the deer, the turtle is caught by the hunter. In the end, they make an excellent plan and save the turtle from the hunter's trap. Theme: the theme of the fable is that whenever our friend is in trouble, we should do whatever it takes to help him. Conflict: deer and the turtle are caught by the hunter, and each time the friends make a plan to free them. Resolution: they succeed in their effort to free the deer and the turtle. The moral of the story is true friends are real treasure. So now your homework is you have to write down the elements of fable, true friends, and your notebook. The elements of fable of true friends, which I have shown you earlier, the characters and everything. Revise, just play the video once again, pause it, write it down, then play it again, pause it, write it down. There are total, I have shown you all the elements of fable. I have provided you the answer. It is in the video. Just you have to see them and write it in your notebook. Whatever the elements of fable we have discussed for true friends, you just have to write them in your notebook. I hope you've understood it. Just write them down. This is the only homework that you have, and I hope you have understood the lesson. We will meet next time. Till then, Allah.